we're going to be doing an unboxing on rear louvers. They're Reproduction louvers for a 1970 to 71 Ford Torino fastback. If you guys don't know, those rear louvers for those cars for those 2 years are very expensive and very rare to find. And if you can find one, they're going to cost you around $3 to $4 grand, maybe even $5 grand, depending on the condition. So I was on a couple of forums and groups of the Torino guys, and one guy mentioned a company called Beercan Boards that are making them. They're making reproductions. They're in the works, and you could be put on the list for pre-order. So I decided to pre-order it because I saved some money. If you guys are interested on this, they're gonna cost you, run you around $1,600 now, because after the pre-order was all done and they started to mass produce them, they're gonna be costing that much. So I saved I spent $1,400 on them. Still expensive, but that's as cheap as you're gonna find for these. So let's unbox this and show you what they look like. Hopefully none of it's damaged. You never know these days. It took a while to get them, but I'm sure they're busy doing other stuff. That company, Beercan Boards, they make aluminum longboards, skateboards, and they are starting to do reproduction car parts on the side. So, kind of random, but cool. All right, we got this side open. I'm gonna have you pull that out while I will slowly pull that out. Oh, hold on. Hold on here. Try it now. Yep, keep going. There you go. Got it? Yeah. Alright guys, these are the louvers. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that slowly. Alright, here they are. Got the matte black finish on them. It's looking like there's a mount that's possibly bent. Maybe bent there too. Could probably just be bent out. Unfortunately, it looks like it has been hit. Not the thing you really want to see for a $1,400 item. But if you don't know, my Torino's not a fastback anyways, so it's gonna require a little modification anyways. But the metal seems pretty good quality. Does have a little bit of chipping already on it. Not sure if they kind of paint they use for this. It does kind of look a little rough. As you can see, there's getting a little bit of paint residue off, just putting my hands on it. You can see some of the welds here. If you want to go ahead and help me pull this towards me, pick it up, pull it towards me a little bit. Let's lean it this way. Here's underneath. You can see all the welds. You know, you see the tack welds basically. You can see the paint's very blotchy. It's rough. There's a spot right there where it's very light. It almost looks like they rattle canned. They're what, the 17th in the list to get the first production. So I mean, they're probably are in a hurry, but paint job could have been better. I will probably repaint these, to be honest with you. Alright, so this is the hardware kit we have here. Guess we can open her up and see. What do you think? Here's the hardware that they give you with the louvers. These are the brackets, 2 brackets that go on the top of the louvers that go on near the roof. And then these connect to those screws that I showed you. And then here's some rubber
rubber dampeners so they don't damage the paint. Here's a couple of spacers, rubber spacers, some nuts, washers, and the screws to adapt them to the car. They do not give you a owner's manual, so that's the downside. They should probably be sending a manual, at least to clearly state where screws go on what, but I'm sure if you look online you can find a Ford manual on how to install the louvers, or if you have any other trouble finding that, get a hold of the Torino forums, and I'm sure the dudes with the louvers on them will show you what goes on what. So the one observation I wanted to make about these louvers were that they definitely used a etching primer on these. When I pulled them out of the box, they just didn't lay the paint down good enough and smooth. So when you get these, you're probably gonna have to do a lot of prep work and then paint them to your liking. But now that I painted them, they're looking pretty nice. I used a flat black rattle can with flat clear. I will say, now that I painted them smoothly, you can see the imperfections on the metal. There are some spots where you can see there, and spots along the middle where the metal is not perfectly smooth. There's a couple splattered spots down here that should have been filed down, and some paint drippings that was from the original etching primer when I pulled them out. But overall, these are nice louvers. They're as cheap as you're gonna get right now in the market, unless you spend $4,000 on an OEM pair. So the overall rating I would give these louvers, the way they came out of the box, would probably be around a 6.8, just because the paint wasn't laid down very well. It was very rough, and the metal louvers are not perfectly flat. But like I said, these are like one of the very first ones they pumped out, so I'm sure they're still perfecting it. But overall, for the price, this is as good as you're gonna get, guys. So if you like this, please share, subscribe, and be ready for my next video. We will be posting a video of putting these on, the before and after, so stay tuned. Peace.